What if the truth behind the fall of the Russian Empire was not written in politics, but in prophecy, poison, and blood? Grigory Rasputin, the name alone conjures images of madness, mysticism, and murder. A Siberian peasant who rose from obscurity to become one of the most feared and influential figures in the Russian court, and whose death was as bizarre and chilling as his life. They called him the Mad Monk. A healer. A heretic. A seducer. A sorcerer. And according to legend, a man who simply refused to die. Was Rasputin a fraud? A prophet? Or something else entirely? Stay with us as we uncover the secrets of Rasputin, the man, the myth, and the shadowy truth that might just change how we see the Russian Revolution forever. Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin was born in 1869, in the frozen reaches of Siberia, far from the politics and power of St. Petersburg. As a young man, he wandered Russia as a pilgrim, claiming visions and spiritual revelations. But it was his strange charisma, and his rumored healing abilities, that began to draw attention. By the early 1900s, Rasputin had made his way to the heart of Imperial Russia. Through a web of mysticism, manipulation, and apparent miracles, he found himself at the side of Tsar Nicholas II and Tsarina Alexandra. The royal couple, desperate to heal their hemophiliac son Alexei, became entranced by Rasputin's presence. The boy's bleeding would stop after Rasputin prayed, whether by coincidence, suggestion, or something else entirely. And from that moment, Rasputin's influence would only grow. Rasputin's rise sparked panic across the empire. He preached salvation through sin. He was known to indulge in orgies, drunken fits, and whispered occult rituals. Yet within the palace, his word became law, especially to the Tsarina. He dismissed ministers, influenced policy, even intercepted wartime military decisions during World War I. But was this power real, or an illusion? Some historians believe Rasputin was a master manipulator, exploiting the royal family's desperation. Others argue his survival through multiple poisoning attempts and political sabotage pointed to something deeper, a mystic force, or perhaps the weaponized use of herbal medicine and psychological control. On December 29, 1916, a group of aristocrats, convinced Rasputin was destroying Russia from within, invited him to the palace of Prince Felix Yusupov. What followed became one of the most infamous deaths in modern history. According to Yusupov's account, Rasputin was fed cyanide-laced cakes and wine, and nothing happened. Then, he was shot in the chest, but rose again. He was shot 2 more times, and still crawled toward his killers. Finally, his body was thrown into an icy river, where autopsy later revealed he died by drowning, not the poison or bullets. Was Rasputin truly immune to death? Or was the account exaggerated to justify an assassination? Some researchers suggest the cyanide may have evaporated due to poor storage. Others suspect Rasputin had developed resistance to poisons. But believers insist, something unnatural happened that night. Modern historians have combed through memoirs, palace documents, and secret police reports. Many believe Rasputin's influence was overblown, inflated by nobles who feared losing power. Still, his letters to the Tsar remain real. His ability to sway Alexandra during wartime is well documented. And forensic studies on his body suggest extreme trauma, supporting the claim he was shot, beaten, and drowned. But most chilling of all? Just days before his death, Rasputin wrote a letter. "If I am killed by common men, the Tsar will reign for many years. But if I am killed by nobles, the empire will fall within 2 years." 3 months later, the Romanovs were overthrown. Today, Rasputin has become legend, a pop culture icon, a symbol of spiritual manipulation, and a reminder of how empires fall not only from war, but from within. His life raises timeless questions. Can belief shape reality? Do powerful men fall to politics, or to prophecy? And how far will the desperate go to keep what they fear most? In modern politics, spiritual influencers still whisper to leaders. Conspiracy theories still twist fact into myth. And power still hides behind veils. If a wandering mystic could bring an empire to its knees, imagine what secrets lie buried in the stories we haven't told yet. Was Rasputin just a man, or something darker, cloaked in faith and fear? Share your theories in the comments. Was the Mad Monk a myth? A mastermind? Or did he truly defy death? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Dark Truth TV, where the past whispers louder than the present, and truth is stranger than fiction.